Hello and welcome to the Parent's Guide to Gaming. My name is Andrew, and if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you are a parent and you want to learn more about gaming. So I'm going to give you some general information about gaming and how it relates to children and parents. Let's get into it. The video game industry is no longer just a small niche thing. According to Wikipedia, in July 2018, video games generated $134.9 billion annually in global sales. As of 2022, that number had grown to $188 billion. And that is still a 2-year-old number as of writing the script for this video. I'm using these extremely large numbers to illustrate that despite some lingering notions that gaming is a small hobby for nerds in basements, it has actually grown into a very mainstream hobby. Gaming allows you to unwind after a long day, or connect with friends while working together towards a common goal. It can also be a great way to learn how to overcome challenges and learn resilience. Along with that, gaming can aid in the development of skills such as problem solving, communication, teamwork, multitasking, and more. There is a line where the hobby of gaming can become unhealthy and drift into addiction. That is why it is your job as a parent to help your child learn about balance and moderation. Too much of anything can become a problem, but with the proper balance and perspective, I believe gaming is a worthwhile way to spend time. My dad had games on our family computer, and I had friends who had consoles that introduced me to titles like Super Mario World and The Legend of Zelda. Gaming for me has always been a way to relax and escape from my daily life. I love sinking into a huge open world RPG and questing for hours. Recently, I've come to appreciate the challenge of games like Bloodborne or Sekiro, where you have to practice and persevere in order to overcome the challenging levels and bosses those games throw at you. Gaming has also been a great social experience for me. As a kid, it was a way for my siblings and I to spend time together while fighting in Soul Calibur 2 or working together to get through a dungeon in Zelda. It was a way for my friends and I to hang out, whether we were jamming in Rock Band in the same room or killing zombies together online. Video games have been a big part of my life, and now that I'm a parent, I expect they will be a big part of my children's lives too. The question of whether or not kids should play video games is ultimately your decision as a parent. Personally, I think it's a worthwhile hobby, but like most activities that kids are involved in, I believe the parents should also be involved. At the very least, they should be educated to a level that they can make sure their children are healthy and safe. Like anything else, gaming can become an issue for a child. This can happen when online interactions are not monitored, content of the game is too mature for the age of the child playing, or when it takes the form of an addiction and becomes unhealthy. The best way to avoid these issues and keep video games a healthy pastime is for you as a parent to be involved and aware of how your child interacts with them. That's why I started this channel. I don't have all of the answers, and the content here is just my opinion, but as someone who has played games for most of my life and who is a parent, I wanted to create a helpful resource and community for parents seeking information on this topic. The two main things that parents should pay attention to when it comes to gaming is the content of the game and playing online. Let's talk about playing online first. It is very important for you to know what games your kids are playing online and who they're playing with. Even if the game itself is designed for children, online game modes can be a completely different story. This is because the online gaming experience is affected by the players who are engaging in it. The developers can do as much as they possibly can to create a safe place for their players to have fun in, but that only goes so far. They can't control what people talk about or how they behave online. Sure, players who are being inappropriate or toxic can be reported and banned from the game, but by the time this happens, the damage has been done by whatever bad behavior caused the ban in the first place. It's a good idea for parents to set up parental controls on the device the child is using, and to only let them play in private parties with people they know. This is a big topic that I plan on doing a full video on in the future, but it's definitely something I wanted to mention here as well. The other of the two things I mentioned earlier was the content of the game itself. This is a lot easier to monitor. The first place to look is at the ESRB rating. Every game has one. So what is the ESRB and how do they rate games? ESRB stands for Entertainment Software Rating Board, and according to their website, they provide information about what's in a game or app so parents and consumers can make informed choices about which games are right for their family. They do this by breaking down their ratings into 3 parts: the rating category, content descriptors, and interactive elements. The ratings are E for everyone, E10 for everyone 10 and up, T for teen, M for mature, 17 and older, and AO for adults only. These are pretty straightforward in their meaning and are designed to give you an idea of the content of the game at a quick glance. With each rating, there's a breakdown of the things in the game that earned it its rating. These are the content descriptors, and they're things like blood, crude humor, nudity, etc. These ratings are a great place to start, but they aren't the end-all be-all. For one thing, they don't rate online experiences since, again, they can't control what people do online. But outside of that, they also paint with a broad brush. Not all mature-rated games are created equal. The content in Grand Theft Auto is way more adult than something like Halo 2. I know that when I was in my early teens, I was often making the case to my parents to be allowed to play this particular M-rated game because it really wasn't that bad. This is where you as the parent may have to do a bit more research. Read some reviews, watch some gameplay videos, things like that, and then decide for yourself if a game is appropriate for your child. Hopefully, as this channel grows, it will become a resource that parents can consult when doing this kind of research. As I said previously, this isn't the end-all be-all for parents of gamers, but it is some good general information to start with. That's all I've got for this video. If you want me to dive deeper into anything I've covered here, let me know in the comments and I can try to plan future videos around your feedback. What tips do you have for parents of gamers? Share those in the comments as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.